Hi, I'm Learned Man, the host of the Kynd Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, where Kynd is spelled Kynd. Yes, Kynd is spelled with a Y. You ask why? I'm certainly glad you did, because kindness starts with you. YOU. And here on the Kynd Podcast, there are two non negotiables. One, be kind to yourself, and two, be kind to everyone else. It's just that simple, but it starts with you being kind to yourself. Listen, you have tuned in for an amazing episode today. Watermelon in pieces, including the seeds. Listen, this is going to be something that is very fruitful, literally, no pun intended, for you, and it's something you're going to really for you, and it's something you're going to really appreciate and take with you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump right into this. You see all this fruit on the table? It's watermelon. It's not just for illustration purposes. It's for you to enjoy with me. So at this time, I'm going to pause. I'm going to play this piece that I wrote, and I'm illustrating it for you to bring us into the watermelon in pieces, including the seeds. There's 7 layers to the watermelon, and you fall into every layer, so you don't want to miss any of those layers. Watch this video with me, and by the way, don't be offended, because while we're watching this video, I'm going to be enjoying the watermelon in pieces. Once again, you tuned into the Kynd Podcast. Let's watch this video, and we'll come right back, and we're going to dive quickly into those 7 layers. Let's jump right into it. Watermelon in pieces, including the seed. There's a good chance you didn't wake up today expecting a life lesson from a watermelon. Neither did I, but here we are. And if you stay with me for a moment, I believe a watermelon might preach better than some people do. Not the whole watermelon sitting pretty on the counter, not the perfectly sliced Instagram watermelon. I'm talking about watermelon in pieces, including the seed. Because life rarely hands us anything whole. Most of the time, life gives us pieces. Pieces of joy, pieces of pain, pieces of clarity, pieces of disappointment, pieces of healing, pieces of progress. And if I'm being honest, sometimes we get a mess and are told to figure it out. That's why I like the image of watermelon in pieces, because once you cut it open, you see everything. See the outside that looked tough. You see the inside that was carrying sweetness the whole time. You see the juice that can't help but spill. You see the uneven slices. See the parts somebody wants. You see the parts somebody avoids. And yes, you see the seeds. And somehow that sounds a lot like us. Watermelon teaches us that just because something is cut into pieces doesn't mean it has lost its purpose. Let me say that again for the people in the back, the people at work, the people in transition, the people in relationships, the people healing quietly, and the people trying to keep it together with a smile. Just because something is in pieces doesn't mean it's lost its purpose. Sometimes the pieces are what make it shareable. Sometimes the pieces are what make it understandable. Sometimes the pieces are what make it useful to somebody else. A watermelon can feed an entire room, but only after it's willing to be open. That'll preach all by itself. You see, some of us want to help people, inspire people, lead people, teach people, love people, pour into people, but we don't want to be open. We want to stay polished on the outside and protected in the inside. We want to be admired, but not examined, seen, but not sliced, celebrated, but not stretched. Life says no. If you're going to feed people, you may have to open up. That doesn't mean tell everybody your business. It means don't be so guarded that your growth never blesses anyone else. Because there's something powerful about a life that has been opened with purpose. Now, let me open back up the microphone and the screen. I wanted to make this up close and personal. Let's get back to this watermelon and quickly go through the tiers. Let's do this thing. All right, I'm Learned Man of the Kynd Podcast. We are back. Listen, had a lovely meal while we watched that video. We're going to move things around. As you can see, I changed it up a little bit as well. But listen, let's jump right into the layers of the watermelon. And the first layer is the rind. I want to talk to you about that first layer. The rind is thick. As you can see, it's thick, it's protective, it keeps what's valuable safe. That's not a bad thing. We all need boundaries. We all need wisdom. We all need a layer that protects our peace, our purpose, our values, and our energy. But here's the catch. The rind is not the reason anybody bought the watermelon. People don't gather for the rind. They gather for what's inside. In life, your image can protect you, but it can't replace your substance. Your title can introduce you, but it can't do your inner work for you. Your smile can brighten a room, but eventually your character has to show up too. So yes, protect yourself, but don't confuse protection with purpose. The rind, the outer layer. Now let's go to that second layer, and we all love this second layer. Sweetness. What's inside of you? You don't know a watermelon until you open it. And you don't really know people until life opens them. Pressure opens us. Success opens us. Failure opens us. Grief opens us. Waiting opens us. Lo, here's this one. Love opens us. Pressure opens us. Success opens us. Failure opens us. Grief opens us. Waiting opens us. Love opens us. Disappointment definitely opens us. And what spills out of us in those moments matters. When life squeezes you, what comes out? Kindness or bitterness, patience or pride, grace or gossip, perspective or pettiness. Watermelon doesn't apologize for being sweet. It just is. And maybe that's a word for some of us. Stop apologizing for your softness, your joy, your compassion, your generosity, your warmth, your encouragement, and your kindness. In a world that often rewards hard edges, don't underestimate the strength of being sweet in any way. Kindness is not weakness. Kindness is cultivated. Strength with self-control. All right, we're moving quickly. We're almost done. We're on that third. That juice, the juice. What overflows from you. Watermelon is messy. It drips. It runs. It gets on your hands. And if you're not careful, it gets on your shirt too. And I think that's funny because the best things in life usually leave evidence. Real joy leaves evidence. Real love leaves evidence. Real kindness leaves evidence. Real growth leaves evidence. You can't really experience a good watermelon and stay untouched by it. That's how your life should be. Your presence should leave traces of peace. Your words should leave traces of healing. Your leadership should leave traces of confidence. Your friendship should leave traces of safety. Your kindness should leave traces of hope. If people leave your presence exactly the same every single time, you may be around them, but not pouring into them. The goal isn't to impress people, the goal is to impact them. All right, we're over halfway there. The fourth, the pieces. Everybody doesn't get the whole thing at once. The pieces. This is where it gets real for me. Watermelon usually served in pieces, not because it's broken, but because that's the best way to share it. That's life. You may not have the full picture right now. You may have a piece of the plan, a piece of the healing, a piece of the answer, a piece of courage, a piece of opportunity, a piece of lesson. But don't disrespect the piece just because it's in the whole. A piece can nourish you. A piece can carry you. A piece can still teach you. A piece can still bless somebody else. Some people are waiting for the whole map before they move. But sometimes God, life, growth, and purpose say, use the piece you have. Write with the peace, teach with the peace, lead with the peace, heal with the peace, start with the peace, smile with the peace, love with the peace, give kindness with the peace. Do not wait until everything is perfect to become useful. All right, this blessed me as I wrote this, so I'm just letting you know I'm loving this. The seed. Don't throw away what can grow. That's the fifth layer. Now, this is my favorite part. The title isn't just Watermelon in Pieces. It's Watermelon in Pieces, including the seed. Because the seed is easy to overlook. It's small. It's inconvenient. Sometimes it interrupts the bite. Sometimes you spit it out and move on. But the seed carries future. The seed carries future. And that's the part we miss in life. Some of the things we dismiss as small are actually carrying our next season. A small conversation, a small act of kindness, a small apology, small idea, a small prayer, a small decision, a small moment of courage, a small adjustment in your attitude, a small, how are you really doing? A small, I am proud of you. A small, I forgive you. A small, let me help you. And a small, I'm here. Don't underestimate the seed. You see why it's my favorite? Seeds don't look like fruit. They look like possibility. And one of the biggest mistakes we make is throwing away something just because it doesn't yet look like what it can become. Some of you are in a season right now, you don't have the full harvest. You don't have the full platform. You don't have the full confidence. You don't have the full relationship repair. You don't have the full plan. But you have a seed. Protect it, plant it, water it, work it, believe in it. Because a seed in the right environment can become nourishment for a lot more than one person. All right, we're going to number 6. The funny part, this is funny part. Everybody wants a watermelon, but nobody wants the sticky hands. Let me make this plain. Everybody wants the sweetness of life. Everybody wants the fruit. Everybody wants the good relationship, the healthy friendship, the successful project, the stronger faith, the healed heart, and the purpose-filled life. But not everybody wants the sticky part. The sticky part is work. The sticky part is discipline. The sticky part is self-reflection. The sticky part is apology. The sticky part is waiting. The sticky part is honesty. The sticky part is accountability. The sticky part is choosing kindness when being petty would be easier. Everybody wants the watermelon. Not everybody wants the mess that comes with cutting it open. But if you're going to live a meaningful life, you have to stop running from the mess, the mess of growth. Growth can be sticky, healing can be sticky, leadership can be sticky, relationship can be sticky, teaching can be sticky, forgiveness can be sticky. But sticky doesn't mean stop. All right, let's jump into this last one. 7. I don't know if you did the math. It's my favorite number, and it is completion. So, what does this have to do with kindness? Number 7, everything. Because kindness is one of the ways we water people. Sometimes people don't need a speech, they need a slice. Just a slice. A slice of patience, a slice of encouragement, a slice of grace, a slice of laughter, a slice of understanding, a slice of compassion, a slice of truth wrapped in love. You may not be able to fix someone's whole life, but you can offer a piece of kindness that helps them keep going. And if enough of us start doing that, we create something meaningful. We become people who don't consume sweetness, we share it. People who don't just protect, people who don't just protect our own peace, we help restore someone else's. People who don't just talk about kindness, we practice it in pieces big enough to matter and small enough to give every day. That's what I want us to remember when we look at a watermelon. Not just the summer, not just the fruit, not just something cold and sweet. I want us to remember that life has layers. People have layers. Healing has layers. Purpose has layers. Growth has layers. And even when life cuts you into pieces, there can still be purpose in every piece, including the seed. So here's the challenge. The next time life feels messy, don't assume you're ruined. The next time you feel sliced open by a disappointment, don't assume you're finished. The next time all you have is a piece, don't act like the piece has no value. The next time you notice a seed, don't throw away what might be meant to grow. And the next time you get a chance to be kind, do it. Offer the smile, send the text, speak life, check in, forgive, encourage, support, show up, be gentle, be intentional, be kind. Kynd. Because maybe the whole point is this: we all are carrying something sweet, something protective, something messy, something shareable, and something that can still grow. So take what life has given you, the pieces, the sweetness, the mess, the lessons, the seed, and use it well. Then go water someone else with kindness. I'm done. That blessed me. I'm Learned Man, the host of the Kynd Podcast, where kind is spelled Kynd. And yes, it's spelled with a Y because kindness starts with you. 2 non-negotiables: be kind to yourself first and be kind to everyone else. The watermelon, including the seeds. And it's watermelon in pieces, including the seeds. Tune in, share this with someone. I hope that this was meaningful for you. I'm working on additional content to bring guests on the podcast. I'm going to be moving about. I'm going to different people. You might know someone that has a kindness story. Reach out to me, share it. Once again, if you're not subscribing, please subscribe to the Kynd Podcast. Once again, I'm Learned Man, the host of the Kynd Podcast. Thanks for taking your time to listen to Watermelon in Pieces, including the seeds. Have a lovely day.